I am a survivor. I survived a massive attack from predators. It was my first year of graduate school, and I was a teaching assistant for general biology class. There were 3 exams, and each teaching assistant had to give a review session before each exam. The instructor had 3 straws: the large straw, the medium straw, and the short straw. I went second. I was never good at pulling straws. I was much better at pulling my hair out. I crossed my fingers, closed my eyes, reached out, and pulled out. To my horror, it was the medium straw. Oh no! To my despair, I had to give a review session on that topic. Why couldn't I pick a topic like cell division? Madam Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, welcome guests, and anybody who's ever been afraid of public speaking. I had to give a review session on the female reproductive system. The class consisted of 300 sophomores, the majority of whom were women. To my bachelor mind, I was fascinated with American women, and I was mortified. I would never date again. Chances of getting a sweetheart were gone. At that moment, I realized I would have to talk about female bodies, hormones, and where babies come from. Oh no. The night before the review session, I had a nightmare. I started to dream about eggs, then ovaries. I imagined myself coming up to the board and writing scientific terms when I heard the laugh behind me. I looked up because I was writing about eggs and thinking about cooking eggs, and on the board it said, "Over easy eggs." No, what a mistake. I woke up in horror. That dreaded day came as I was walking to the front of the stage. I could feel sweat dropping from my head, through my face, down my neck. And I looked around the classroom. The front row, slightly to the left, consisted of biology department's well-known platinum blondes. These were the girls that did not go out to party. They stayed in all the time because they were pre-med. They had to get all A's to get into medical school. Their idea of fun was to get together on Friday nights and watch ER. I think they were all in love with George Clooney. Behind them sat the rest of the students, and they were all looking at me with curiosity. They all, to me, looked like the eyes of the tiger. It was like a jungle out there. Even the students that were unlikely to pass the class were sitting in the back. They showed up high, eating their munchies. I could hear them sometimes laughing at scientific terms of female organs and saying their remarks. Now, why are humans scared of public speaking? Well, it makes the speaker feel like prey. For all their wonders, human mind is still primitive, and the way brain works is, number one, it's afraid of you standing alone. Number two, it's afraid of you standing alone in an open space with no place to hide. And number three, if you're standing alone in an open space with no place to hide, with the whole large number of creatures looking at you and ready to eat you. Well, I felt like that with 300 predators in the classroom looking at me. I started my lecture. And I was talking about hormones, and I started to talk about ovaries. I remembered my nightmare. Oh no. My face turned all colors of the rainbow. It went from infrared to Roy to G to Bib and even to ultraviolet. Finally stabilized and Merlot. And I started to calm down. I started to realize that students were not out there to get me or eat me. They wanted to learn the material. They came there to learn. As I kept going, I finished up my lecture. I survived. And some students actually came up to me at the end and told me that I did a good job after my 3-hour review session. Some of them said I even did a better review session than the instructor done the whole semester. Well, I was happy. Now I knew that the ACE exam, and they knew the difference between estrogen, progesterone, and follicle-stimulating hormone FSH. Now, I want to encourage all of you to do the same. We live in a life where we're just comfortable where we are. Stay in our comfort zone. We do not go out. We stay in our comfort zone. We don't change anything. Our ancestors, when they were hungry, they overcame their fear of predators in open spaces, and they went out to hunt. So, like Charlie Chaplin said, it takes courage to make a fool out of yourself. So I encourage all of you to do public speaking. Even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, step onto that stage. Possibly if it makes you look like a fool, and master public speaking and live the life you always wanted. Mr. Toastmaster.